Hey guys, I know I had promised to do some videos in October. I was supposed to do some movie reviews based on doing like some movie reviews or whatever have you. I wasn't feeling so great, was going through some different things in October. Was going up and down with my health and everything else. My health has not been great. I didn't want to post that up because that was kind of like depressing. But anyway, what I wanted to come on here and talk about, because a lot of people ask me about gut feelings, intuition, different things of that matter. And recently, I want to say last week, I struggled with something dealing with my intuition. Probably for the last 2 weeks, I've been struggling with something dealing with my intuition, and it resulted in something pretty bad. And I have no harsh words dealing with what had happened. I'm more hurt and let down and saddened because it proved that my feelings were correct, and it sucks. Because I'll put it this way, when I went to check certain things, I've been blocked and removed by various other people. And I know this sounds weird, guys, but just say I have a friend, and I have a lot of said friends, family that I know, and I've been having struggling with a lot of gut feelings and stuff about a lot of things. Okay. And I asked them a question, and because I was wanting to do something, and I'm not going to go too far into it. Okay. It's my personal business, and I'm just filling y'all in, just giving you a foresay. Okay. And this person kind of came up with something telling me blah, 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 blah. And I was really worried and was crying about the issue that they told me about because I got really concerned, but something in my gut saying something was off. And then they had told me a week before something was going on with something else, and was checking on something on my page, and then something led me to something else, and then I noticed they had lied to me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I noticed that not even after I asked them a question, I have been blocked and removed by their family members. And I'm like, what the heck did I do? I just asked my said friend a question, and now I'm getting blocked and removed by their family. And I'm like, you're kind of solidifying that my questions have been correct. So I just asked you a question, and nobody should be blocking, removing, or anything about anything. It's like I'm not stalking nobody. I was just asking a question because I was concerned. I thought that, someone's page had got hacked. And it's like, my friends would come and ask me the same question if I had said something dealing with something another. That's just being a good friend. So it's like my intuition was telling me I'm being lied to. There's something else going on. And I'm like, I'm honest with my friends. I'm honest with my family. I'm not shady. I have no reason to do nothing of any sort. If there's something going on, be honest, be true to yourself, be true to who you are, be true to your label. Your label is who you are. And everything in my being was telling me this person wasn't being true to me, and I didn't want to believe it, because this person had came back into my life, and we were friends when we were younger, and we were extremely close then. I had been lied to a lot back then. A lot of things were messed up back then. I stopped being friends with them because our paths were going separate ways at the time. Um, they were in a dark place. I was in a dark place trying to get out of that dark place. And I stopped being friends with them because they weren't good for me at that time. And it killed me to walk away from them then. Because I truly loved this person. I really did. This person was literally everything to me. Like my best friend, everything. And when you have to walk away from someone that you've known for so long, they don't understand how hard it is for you. They only think of themselves being self-indulged, and it pisses me off. And especially when you're getting targeted by other people, then you're like, okay, you're talking crap about me to other people. And I haven't said nothing horrible about said person to anybody. I talk positive about them. I'm just sitting here just like racking my brain, like not even. And this is why I'm telling people, if you get a gut feeling, go to someone, talk to them. And if it seems fishy, go with your gut feeling, guys. I'm telling you right now, trust your gut. Trust everything. Don't let someone lie to you. Don't let someone pull your strings because it's messed up. It's wrong. I don't care if they sit there and try to put you in a narcissism feeling of, oh, it's you. You're this, you're that. No, honey. No. I mean, I haven't done nothing wrong of any sort. I mean, I know I have a very derogatory mother. I love her. She's going through some shit. My mom is going through dementia right now, and she's diabetic. And like I've told my friends, if they don't want to be on my mom's page on Facebook, they don't have to be on my mom's page. They can be on my page. They could be on whatever have you, but they don't have to take it out on me. You know, if there's something going on with me, come talk to me as an adult. Don't be a coward. Don't be, a shady ass bitch about it. And that's a male or female. Males can be bitches too. I'm not saying if it's a male or a female, whatever have you. But I have always been one to speak my truth, even before I made my change and started working on not being so negative. But, you can honor your negativity and think about your negativity and process it and then work on it. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that because being negative is also a part of being positive. That's a whole part of yin and yang. And you have to have both sides of the puzzles to be who you are. And I'm not saying, okay, go be Nancy boo boo hoo hoo, but I'm saying that you need to process both sides of process of elimination. You know what I'm saying? But when you start getting those feelings and you haven't done nothing wrong, you need to start wondering what's up with that. Why are you getting those feelings? Like what initially is going on? Like why, like about certain people, what is triggering that about said individuals? Like, what about that person is being untrue? Why are they being fake? Why are they being shady? I mean, I would pull up cards and do a reading. I just don't want to know right now because it would upset me more because how close I was to the person. I really don't want to know. I've already cried enough. I've been upset. It's pretty much ruined my birthday, which I'm extremely upset. I would say in between sad and pissed, but I'm not going to give too much energy to it because ruining my 40th birthday was really low of the person. So it's between that person and my mom trying to stomp out my birthday. So I'm just like, thanks, guys. So, it's another birthday down the drain. And I'm getting to the point where people are going to be like, oh my God, you're being so depressed. No, I'm not being depressed. It's literally every year coming around my birthday, if it ain't one person trying to drag me down on my birthday, it's another person trying to drag me down. And literally, I had literally had this issue with said acquaintance, they're an acquaintance now, a day before my birthday. Literally, I had to do the last removal of this person because I seen that their family had removed and blocked me. And I'm like, and said this, I was actually this person's, I was a godparent to some of the, and this person was a godparent to my kids, which is no longer godparent to my kids because I ain't playing this game no more. I'm done. I've had it. So my kids no longer have a godparent, and that breaks my heart. But it's things like that that you have to make changes. And when it gets that volatile, guys, I'm telling you right now, you need to make changes in your life that you don't need to hold on to the past. Because I forgave this person because I need that kind of peace in my life. And when y'all need that kind of peace in your life, do it. Okay? Because you don't need to hold on to past resentment. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for no one in your life. But honest to God, it does hurt because I had a lot of feelings towards this person as a friend. And I literally wanted to go, hopefully, eventually spend time with this person, walk down memory lane, everything. And it's like every time I tried to do something, they made up every excuse in the book. Like when I would get close to getting around there, it's like, oh, they couldn't meet up or something. And it's like, I kind of got the idea that it was, they just didn't want to be around me. So I got the message loud and very clear. And it sucks that someone can't tell you that they just don't want to be around you. And it's like, wow, am I really that fucking annoying? And see, people wonder why someone like myself struggles with depression. It's people like that give people like me depression. And I'm not blaming said person for it, but it's the actions that speak very loud. And they might not think that it doesn't, but it does. Because it's like I've had multiple occasions that I've done things and it's always done this. So it's like, wow. And my husband's even made comments like, it doesn't seem like they really want to spend time with you because honestly, if it was me, I would make every attempt just to see you if you were my best friend. And it sits there and it kicks me in the chest and stomach every freaking time he says that. And I'm like, maybe he's right. I don't know why it never dawned on me sooner. So this is why I wanted to make this video for someone else who might be going through something like this, that you're getting a pull on you and a feeling that, you're getting a feeling, but you're like, no, it can't be because this person wouldn't do me or my job wouldn't do me like that. Go with your gut. Because honestly, to God, I've been torturing myself and tormenting myself. And me having the gifts that I have, I should know better. I really should. And I don't know why I tormented myself so much. And for what? I don't know. I wasn't getting nothing out of this. I mean, yeah, I occasionally got to talk to this person. It was uplifting. Occasionally, yes. I gave them opportunity to call me, never called me. I reached out. I gave them opportunities to call me, like if they ever needed to vent. I mean, I literally poured my heart, like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Hello. How often would y'all, I mean, anybody would love to have someone just to have that, to reach out to. And I'm just like, the hell, I was sitting there just racking my brain. I mean, my husband's like, you're a damn good friend. What the hell? And I'm like, maybe that's the problem. I'm too available. I'm too good of a friend, and maybe I need to stop doing that. So that's why I tell y'all, having a very small, intimate circle is the best thing. I mean, that's the problem is when we friend people, we normally friend the whole entire family. And that's what we tend to do, because like when my husband has friends at work, I they end up meeting me, the kids. We end up hanging out, barbecuing, eating at restaurants together, going to movies, hanging out, doing different things. I end up doing readings for them. I mean, I'm actually supposed to be staging someone's house, doing different things for them. I feel them out. They're like, oh my God, she is gifted. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I mean, it makes you stop and think of how much torment we torment ourselves every day just for people that just really don't appreciate us. So be careful whose energy you give, because they're sucking your energy. And that's probably what it is. I'm giving my energy to another energy vampire because I'm partially an energy vampire, and I'm feeding somebody energy. And that's probably what they're getting. They're getting my energy. So that's probably what said person is getting from me, is I'm feeding them my energy. And I never thought about it that way. And I should, because, I'm not going into it. Anywho, but there is energy vampires, guys. There are psychic vampires, and even witches feed. So psychic feed too. Psychic energy. It helps you contact spirit guides and different things like that. So be careful what energy you do give out to people, guys, because even giving someone compliments, you can give energy through the internet. You can give energy through the phone. You can give energy just walking out on the street just freely and not even knowing you're doing it. So me, I'm too kind, and I've been told that, and maybe I should have took that advice, because this person used to tell me I'm way too nice, and maybe that was a warning from said snake. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way, but I'm saying that in a positive light, because sometimes a snake in a bush was your friend in the light, kind of thing. So I'm saying that more in a poetic type of way, not a narcissistic way, even though mine sound bitter, but I'm not saying it in a bitter way, because a snake is also beautiful depending on how you depict it, because I always found snakes very beautiful in a way. And even though it kills me, I will, in my own way, still love this person in my heart. And I will always cherish this person. I will miss this person forever. And it saddens me to have to say goodbye to the person. And I know if anybody has to go through this, I know what you have to go through. And I don't wish it on anybody to say goodbye to anybody, to a lover, a friend. I mean, my cousin just lost her best friend, her husband. So, I mean, I know what it feels like. It sucks. And you don't really want to have to go through it, but I thought I'd be done saying goodbye to a lot of people for right now, but evidently I'm not. And I figured I had done a lot of positive changing in my life, that a lot of people would quit using my heart as a revolving door. But evidently people ain't done walking out of my heart. So even though I promised this person dead by 16 or out on the scenes but together forever, but it seems that they didn't want to be together forever as friends. And that sucks. And that's what we promised each other. And I don't know if something else was going on that they couldn't tell me. I don't know. I begged for them to tell me, and they wouldn't tell me. I knew something else was going on. I could feel it in my gut. I begged and begged and begged. I offered them to call me. I mean, I blocked them on everything else, because when I started getting blocked, I'm like, fuck this. I'm pissed. I was pissed at that moment, but now I have solace and solitude, because it's like, I blocked them on social media, But my phone is still open. They could call me at any time to talk to me, but I haven't had a phone call. You know, they're not blocked on calling me. So that goes to show you, insane for everybody to hear, that it gives a person a chance to call you to straighten things up. And I'm not the type, I don't like yelling. I used to. And sometimes I had to put my mom in her place. And I hate having to do it. But the said individual could call me at any time to talk to me. And yet, didn't call me. They know my birthday. Because our birthday is literally 10 days apart. And I will do a special send out for their birthday. I do it every year, even though when I was pissed off at them, I still did a better birthday send out for them. Even though I was mad at them, I still love them in my way. But thing is, I deleted their phone number off my phone, so I'm not the one that's going to bend. I'm a strong tree, and it's not me that messed up this time. I didn't mess up last time either, but I'm not the one that went and talked trash. And this is why people need to learn. Pay attention to everything. Me, I'm the type, I investigate. And it wasn't that the first I was investigating. It was, I was on my page looking through things like memorabilia, because that's what I do. I like going through my pictures, and so I sit there and I look through my pictures quite often, and I was looking at my grandpa's pictures, I was looking at my kids, and then I clicked on a picture of said friend and me, and I noticed that their name popped up, and I was like, I thought they said that they were deleting said page, and I clicked on it, and their page is there. And the thing is, they lied to me because they made this whole grand story of, I'm only keeping this page because of my kids and da-da-da-da. They blocked me to where I couldn't see none of their activity, which they think I don't know how Facebook works. So I wouldn't see all their friends and shit, but it's okay. It's not the first time I've been lied to, and it's not, this is why I can't do it. And this is why I tell y'all, be careful. Because when you get a gut instinct, go with it. But this person has every chance to tell me the truth, honestly. But I don't know why it has to keep coming back to things of the past. And this is why I tell y'all, I struggle with PTSD, depression, anxiety, social anxiety, OCD, ADHD, ADD, the different types of depression I have. They have me on the 3 different type of depression medications, and they're wanting to throw another cocktail mix in there because my depression, they say, is even getting even worse, not getting better. And they said that my depression levels, it's uneven massively. So it's clinically, I'm also clinically depressed, not just depressed, I'm clinically depressed. Because of stuff I've had. I've had a nervous breakdown. I've had 3 nervous breakdowns, which I haven't told too many people. I haven't even shared that on YouTube, that I've had nervous breakdowns. I've had nervous breakdowns. The friend that I'm talking about didn't know because she was gone at the time to a concert. I had a nervous breakdown when my grandpa died. She didn't know. That was my first one. And then I had 2 more. The last one I had was here in this house. And I was on the edge of committing suicide again. I've almost successfully committed suicide 5 times. And it's not something I'm proud of. It's something I'm quite ashamed of. Um, so yeah, I'm quite suicidal still. And it's the only reason I'm telling you all this is it's part of my gift and it's part of the depression. Because when my gift kicks in, my empathy kicks, and when my intuition was kicking in, when I was feeling what I was feeling, my empathy kicked. So I was not only feeling what I was feeling for what I was feeling, but I was feeling the betrayal. And I didn't want to feel that. And I didn't know how to confront said person. And I'm saying she. But it made it even harder for me. I was hoping that they would come out and tell me themselves. I was giving them time. And I mean, I've unfriended I don't know how many people on my Facebook this week, and I've unfriended I don't know how many people on my Instagram. It's unfunny. Unfunny, but not funny. And I'm probably going to be doing more. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be depressed. I'm trying to be realistic as possible to let people know that they think having a gift is all sunshine and rainbows. It sometimes can be very lonely and sometimes very dark. Because a lot of people don't understand when you're around a bunch of people like me. I can feel a lot of emotions, and a lot of those emotions ain't mine. I mean, like, I get excessively excited, like, out of nowhere, and it's not my energy. I'm feeling the whole entire room because everybody's excited. And when I get that excited, everybody looks at me weird. And then everybody looks at me like I'm an utter freak. And it fucking sucks because I can't control it really. It's not something you can control. Having that kind of empathy, it just outbursts. It pours out of you like an overflowing fountain. I've tried to control it with meditation and siphoning my own energy, which that takes a lot to siphon your own energy. I've tried giving it to other people. Other people almost get sick when I give them my energy. They cannot handle it unless there's someone like myself per se. It's like having like too much espresso when I do that. Like, it's almost like 6 shots of espresso or more when I do it. They're just like jitters, like they're like this, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this too much to somebody, because if I give them like a little shock therapy of it, they're gone. I mean, they're on like cloud 1000, and I'm like, okay, I'm like super battery charger, like bam, 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 and I'm like, oh fuck. So it can be aggressive. And so that's why it's hard for me to be out in public. So it's why I stay in solitude, because it's like people don't get that. It was like that for me at school. It was like that anywhere I went. I mean, even in the movie theaters, I would feel every little ping from everybody, and I'd be sitting there giggling out of nowhere, and people would be looking at me like, why is she giggling? And I'm like, because I could tell somebody's wanting to get it on. Someone's over here cheating on their girlfriend. Someone's over here cheating on their wife. Someone down there stuck in the movie theater. I mean, I can ping every little thing. And it's like, Jesus Christ on a bicycle rolling down the hill on fire. It's like, good God. So sometimes it's cool being different. And then sometimes it's unbearable. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's hard sometimes having people like you, like me. But to hone in on your intuition, to focus in on that intent, meditate. Is it lonely? A lot of times, yes. Um, when you start practicing it more, you could practice feng shui. Um, you could do a lot of Buddhism. You don't have to do witchcraft to practice your intuition and start honing in on your third eye. And you could do chakras. You could do Reiki. You could practice with a Reiki master. You could do karate. You could do a lot of stuff that deal with martial arts to learn that, to learn in on, harnessing your chi and, practicing a lot of that, which a lot of different bases work with your energy if you want to do that. But it's learning how sometimes to read auras, um, fill energy out, different things like that. You could do that with karate, with Reiki, um, with mantras and different things like that. That's a whole other subject on a whole nother topic, which if y'all are curious about that, I have other different, stuff that I study dealing with that. It's not all about witchcraft. I've studied a whole bunch of different things, which I have chakras. I've studied other different things because when I was searching different bases, I was not biased at all. I studied different, beliefs, different religions, different philosophies, and Buddhism was the first thing I went to. I love Reiki. I knew a Reiki master here. She was going to teach me. Her name was Miss Walker, and she was a sweet lady. She was teaching me some of the bases, and I don't know where she went because she worked at one of the restaurants that I was working at for a while, and I lost base with her, and she was such a sweet lady. And she was very gifted. She actually lived in one of the haunted apartments here in Texas, in the town I live in, and it's where my grandma used to live before she moved into the apartment, to the trailer my mom used to live at a long time ago. So, short story short, lost base with her after I stopped working with my mom's ex, and they got divorced, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. So just trust your gut instinct, guys, because I'm learning the hard way that I love too fiercely. My heart is way too kind, and it takes far too much advantage of me sometimes, and I give people way too many chances, and evidently I'm still learning, and I'm gonna take something positive from this. And like I said, I forgive this person for my own well-being and for my own peace. I've given this person time to call me. They've never called. They could talk to me at any time. They're not. So evidently, like I said, evidently what I'm feeling is true. And I mean, they could be, the whole thing is, whatever, they're thinking what they're thinking. Someone let them think what they want to think, blah, 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 blah. It's stupidity to be like that. And I'm not saying, not to sit there and try to straighten up things or set the story straight or trying to mend things or whatever have you. It's always best to tell the truth, regardless of whatever have you. Even if you know it's going to hurt somebody, it's best not to be hurtful, but to be truthful. You don't have to be hateful to be truthful. I mean, I'm truthful to my kids. I'm stern, but I'm talking like this when I correct my kids. I've taught them this from when I started getting older, because I've learned that I don't have to be overly stern or abusive. Because I mean, y'all seen on some of my videos that even I've stumbled, I've cussed my brains out, and I've overreacted sometimes, and I'm still learning myself. But it's not the best way to be. And like I said, I'm still learning myself. And like I tell my kids all the time, you want to be peaceful. So I'm going to end this video. I love you guys. I hope you learned something good from this, and y'all have a good night. Bye.